It's truly unsound. It's going to detonate, no? Going to give me an opportunity to go for that. The thing is, it very well may be tomorrow. It very well may be during this transmission, and it would sparkle like a second sun overhead. The James Webb Telescope has, as of late, detected an abrupt 250% expansion in the brilliance of Betelgeuse, the red star situated at the shoulder of the Orion group of stars. This particular way of behaving has ignited fervor for an uncommon display. Some propose a flood in brilliance could demonstrate Betelgeuse is outfitting to go supernova, yet the specific time remains unsure. Specialists guess it could happen before long. Join us as we investigate the profundities of space and unwind the mysteries encompassing this divine monster. Betelgeuse can possibly reshape how we might interpret the universe. Regardless of its name not being commonly known, you've probably respected its splendor, a brilliant, rosy sparkle, shining splendidly at the shoulder of Orion, a notable group of stars. Betelgeuse's immensity is staggering. Whenever set at the core of our planetary system, its external surface would stretch out past Jupiter's orbit. This huge star, easily discernible, continues to enthrall us. Dissimilar to most stars, Betelgeuse changes noticeably over time due to its proximity to our system. Designated a semi-regular variable star, its brilliance vacillates consistently, moving toward a potential grand breakdown in a supernova explosion. As of late, Betelgeuse has become much more captivating because of unforeseen changes in brilliance. These variances include a significant flood on May 20th, 2023. Researchers baffled Betelgeuse, a Twitter account dedicated to tracking the star, reported a stunning 142% increase in brilliance, followed by a later update showing a 150% increase. Andrea Dupree, an astrophysicist from the Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics, noted that Betelgeuse currently ranks as the 7th most brilliant star in the night sky, climbing 3 spots from its usual 10th position. From the southern hemisphere, Betelgeuse shines brightly in the afternoon sky, easily visible at the shoulder of the Orion star cluster. Dr. Sarah Webb, an astrophysicist from Swinburne University of Technology in Australia, highlights Betelgeuse's importance. It offers an intriguing opportunity to study the final stages of a massive star's life, giving priceless insights into red giants' behavior before they detonate as supernovae. When Betelgeuse ultimately detonates, it could become incredibly brilliant for about a week, potentially casting shadows at night. This prospect has both amateur stargazers and expert astronomers eagerly anticipating the event. Heidi Morris, a researcher at Los Alamos National Laboratory and president of the Padaro Astronomers and Cosmology Club, notes the enduring interest in Betelgeuse's brilliance fluctuations, a phenomenon observed for centuries by different cultures. Currently, Betelgeuse's brilliance cycle lasts no longer than 130 days, much shorter than its typical 400-day cycle. These rapid changes offer astronomers a unique opportunity to study the celestial phenomenon in detail, revealing insights into the final stages of a star's life. The strange behavior of Betelgeuse began in 2019 after it ejected a piece of its outer atmosphere. These fluctuations in brilliance are abnormal for Betelgeuse, raising questions about whether it will explode into a supernova. According to a paper written by Dupree and other researchers from Harvard and the University of California, Berkeley, it will take another 5 to 10 years before Betelgeuse returns to its usual 400-day brilliance cycle. Since the Great Dimming, Betelgeuse has shown altered behavior in terms of its light and spiral speed. Despite its unusual conduct, Betelgeuse remains a massive red supergiant star going through the final stages of rapid development. When it depletes its fuel, the core will implode under tremendous mass, resulting in a supernova explosion that could eclipse whole galaxies. The timing of this explosion is uncertain, as emphasized by Dr. Producer, an academic at the University of Portsmouth. Predicting supernova events remains challenging, given the limited historical data and the complexities of stellar evolution. Betelgeuse is currently undergoing fusion processes, gradually advancing through various elements like helium, carbon, oxygen, silicon, and iron. as a red giant star. It fuses helium into carbon in its core, a process that takes millennia. Eventually, it will progress to fuse heavier elements until it can no longer sustain fusion reactions, leading to gravitational collapse and potentially forming a black hole or neutron star. While some hypothesize about Betelgeuse's inevitable explosion, historical records show that it has been growing redder over the last few years, suggesting it may take considerable time before it goes supernova. NASA estimates that Betelgeuse isn't expected to explode for another 100,000 years, offering reassurance that its explosion is unlikely to occur within our lifetimes. Despite this uncertainty, Betelgeuse's behavior continues to fascinate researchers and inspire progress in our understanding of stellar evolution. Dr. Sarah Webb reminds us to stay open to possibilities, even as we acknowledge the unlikely chance of witnessing Betelgeuse's explosion during our lifetime. Remaining mindful of its changes could lead to further scientific breakthroughs, keeping hope alive for new discoveries in the universe. It's important to understand that our observations of Betelgeuse are essentially windows into the past. The light we see from the star is more than 600 years old. Hypothetically, Betelgeuse might have already exploded, and we wouldn't yet be aware of it. While this possibility exists, it is far from certain. History has shown us that our assumptions in cosmology can be challenged. Before 1987, astronomers believed only red supergiants could undergo supernovae. However, that year, a giant blue star in another galaxy exploded, astonishing established researchers. There's still much to learn, and surprises might lie ahead. Observing Betelgeuse and other massive stars allows us to expand our understanding of celestial phenomena. Despite the absence of a spectacular explosion, Betelgeuse's current behavior is captivating. Its fluctuations between dimming and flaring reveal intriguing physics. The fact that stars throb on human time scales is remarkable. While Betelgeuse is currently much brighter than expected, based on its usual 400-day cycle, there's hope it will eventually return to this pattern. However, it is struggling to do so. Recent observations suggest that Betelgeuse may be in a late stage or approaching the end of its core carbon fusion process. This stage involves the transformation of carbon into heavier elements like oxygen and magnesium. If this is indeed the case, scientists predict a core collapse leading to a supernova explosion that could happen within a few decades. However, the specific phase of Betelgeuse's evolution remains difficult to determine, and uncertainties persist. The possibility of witnessing Betelgeuse's explosion within our lifetimes is doubtful. The carbon fusion stage can last up to 1,000 years, and the study suggesting an imminent explosion has not yet been accepted for publication. Nevertheless, the possibility of Betelgeuse going supernova is exhilarating. It would be an extraordinary event visible even during the day for several weeks. When the moment arrives, the initial signs of the supernova's appearance will be subtle but unmistakable, with neutrinos sweeping across Earth as high-energy photons escape from the expanding cloud of cosmic debris. Betelgeuse will continue to grow brighter in the night sky, potentially reaching peak brightness 10,000 to 100,000 times its usual brightness within just a few weeks. This display will astonish anyone fortunate enough to witness it, marking a pivotal event in galactic history. The remnants of Betelgeuse's explosion could be as bright as a quarter or half of a full moon, concentrated into a single point of light. Incredibly, this radiance would be visible during the day, creating dramatic shadows at night. Predictions suggest it could be anywhere from 15 to 20 times brighter than Venus, currently the second brightest object in the night sky. The scene of Betelgeuse's explosion would persist in our view for about 100 days, captivating astronomers and offering a fascinating opportunity to observe the aftermath up close. Fortunately, Betelgeuse's supernova would not pose any danger to humans, as it is still far away. Telescopes and optics would allow us to observe the event for an extended period without harm. However, such a dramatic event would not go unnoticed. Historically, supernovae were often interpreted as ominous signs, and Betelgeuse's demise could evoke fascinating responses worldwide. Cosmologists believe it could reignite widespread interest in cosmology, awakening people from their ignorance on a global scale. Betelgeuse is not the only red supergiant in our galaxy. Others, like Edi Carni, could explode before it does. Our Milky Way is expected to witness a supernova roughly every 50 to 100 years, yet we haven't seen one in the last 400 years. However, we've observed the remnants of past explosions, suggesting that we're overdue for another extraordinary cosmic event. It's only a matter of time before the next star puts on its spectacular show for the universe to observe. Betelgeuse's history is rich with significant events, including the extraordinary dimming in the autumn of 2019. This unprecedented decline in brilliance baffled astronomers and sparked speculation about its potential explosion. Although Betelgeuse's brilliance returned to normal by April 2020, the cause of its dimming remained a mystery until further observations shed light on the phenomenon, providing valuable observations for researchers. However, to gain a deeper understanding of Betelgeuse's behavior and its potential fate, more advanced instruments and observations are necessary. As Betelgeuse continues to captivate the imagination of astronomers and the public alike, it serves as a reminder of the awe-inspiring processes that shape the life cycles of stars. While the uncertainty surrounding its exact timing remains, Betelgeuse's eventual supernova explosion will undoubtedly be a remarkable event in astronomical history. Even if we do not live to witness it, the research and discoveries made through the study of Betelgeuse will continue to expand our knowledge of the universe and the dynamic forces at play within it. Ultimately, Betelgeuse's journey from a brilliant red supergiant to its inevitable end as a supernova or perhaps even a black hole will continue to inspire generations of scientists, researchers, and stargazers, keeping the wonder of the cosmos alive for all to see.